My Roommate is a Vampire by Dennis the Menace. Read by Deathlight. Chapter 17, Taming the Beast. I stared, hopelessly confused. Was I having a literal conversation with myself? She spoke, this time much more refined. You're kidding! Her frail eyes lit up with admonishment. Where am I? Who are you? Well, in your head, and I'm you, of course. My throat went dry. Well, at least the more canine side of you, squirrel! Her head suddenly darted off into space. I'm kidding, again. She cackled. Her laugh was throaty. Oh, that never gets old. Right. I said slowly, unsure of the lichen's intentions. So, what brings you to my head? I should be asking you that. Do you like what I've done to the place? She swirled around on her claws, humming a familiar tune before falling down, displaying on her back. It's very clean. She didn't seem very hostile. Nothing like that voice, constantly whispering of dominance and pack mentality. She is quirky, but funny. She laughed again. You don't have to lie. You're me, remember? She stood up, trotting over unsteadily. Almost dancing as she poked me on the nose. I know all of your secrets. Suddenly she didn't seem very friendly. I know all of your thoughts. She clicked her tongue, her eyes flashing wickedly. Oh yes. All those niggling thoughts in the back of your head. Your insecurities. She grinned wolfishly, turning around, flicking her tail in my face. Not friendly at all. I'm only you, but better. I glanced up sharply, my eyes flashing. Ah, there it is, she pointed. That look, I've been waiting to see it. What do you want? You, of course, I got bored in here. I only wanted to come out and play, she said sweetly, as if it was the most obvious thing. You had no idea what it feels like, being trapped in a cage. Or maybe you do. What is that supposed to mean? All of your miserable life, you've been caged like a dog inside that mansion of yours. Quite the gilded cage. I shook my head. You have no idea what you're talking about. I don't. I'm you, after all. I suspect. She grinned teethily. I know you better than any pony. She trotted around in a circle. Your parents? I glared. Don't you dare. The lichen looked at me, in the eye of a pathetic look, brushing a strand of her shaggy mane. They never loved you. You're lying. And now you moved to another cage. Only this time your cage is a little more trashy. And you have a roommate, don't you? She snickered. She got a tight leash on you, doesn't she? You don't know what you're talking about. Stop playing dumb, she roared. You and I both know she has you wrapped around her hoof like some kind of pet. You're wrong. Maybe I should speak in musical terms so I can get it through your thick head. She raised her voice even higher, circling me now. You're always gonna be bass. The accompaniment to the music. Playing second fiddle. Never gonna be first chair cellist because you're too weak. Only one of us can be alpha. Do you think I care about that nonsense? I snapped. Maybe you don't. But I won't have some weakling bliss with this power sitting around with idle hooves. I fumed. Look at you sniveling. Compassion is the enemy, she barked. Mercy defeats us. I clenched my jaw, tensing my body. I could feel the changes starting to happen. But this time, instead of unbridled rage, I felt something else. Tranquility, a calm fury. I could feel the claws starting to prick out of my hooves. My fangs filling my mouth, lining my jaw with razor-sharp teeth. My senses grew sharper. Things became clear that there wasn't much to see, smell, or hear. The only thing I had to focus my anger on was the creature in front of me. I'm keeping my body. Oh, are you gonna hit me now? The lichen leaned in, giving me a clear shot to her jaw. Here, I'll give you an easy one. In the blink of my eye, I swung my hoof wildly, managing to connect with the outer side of her jaw with a sickening crunch. The sucker punch threw her off her feet and onto her back. Not bad. Still doesn't change the fact your mother doesn't love you. Shut up! Another punch, right to her muzzle. Blood streamed freely from her broken nose. If I didn't want to throttle her so much, I would have been disgusted with getting my coat stained. Did she ever hug you? Kiss you at night? She taunted. You were never good enough for her, Octi. My anger flared even more at her usage of my beloved nickname. Shut up! I swiped at her, my claws raking at her coat. Always average, always making mistakes. You never satisfied her. She always wanted a unicorn. Shut up! I tackled her, screaming, foaming at the mouth. Not a friend in the world. Shut up! Shut up! There was nothing left but the sound of me slowly crushing her throat with my hooves. She gasped with a wet gurgle, and I tightened my grip, feeling her struggle for air. I'm glad we could work things out, she rasped. Although technically, you're trying to strangle yourself right now. I released the death grip I had around her neck, huffing and puffing. She rolled over to her side, bruised and battered. Oh, wow. You have a mean right hook. What I said about Vinyl. I lunged forward to kick her in the gut, hearing a rib break. She groaned. Ah, that really hurts, you know. Save it! I bristled. No, listen. Listen. That's your problem. You never listen. She sighed. Why can't you be more assertive out there? What you have with Vinyl is wonderful. Really now? Then why am I here with you? I hissed bitterly, staring down at my claws. I dug them into the ground. Because you love her. I glanced up, frowning. She shrugged. I don't know, seeing that you don't know. Yes, well, I'm starting to have second thoughts about her. She's nothing but trouble, I found myself saying. I nearly jumped when I felt her hooves wrap around my neck from behind, give me a tender hug. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But right now, she's not your enemy. The silver horseshoes, remember? Or did you already forget? Vinyl was the answer. I caught glimpses of her out of the corner of my eye. I felt her presence everywhere I went. And like it or not, I needed her right now. I murmured, Squirrel. Octi, wake up! I thrashed, trying to fight off my invisible attacker. I stunned my eyes open, gasping. Vinyl! She held me down, trying to soothe me with her presence. Shh. I'm here. It's okay. Are you okay? Vinyl hugged me tighter and tighter. I saw a cut in her leg. Vinyl, you're hurt! She pushed me away. Stuff it. Had a bad dream? When you're waking up, the world is a blur. What is clear in a dream suddenly makes no sense. You could say that. These moments blinding as snow as they change you. You die and live again, remade. Reborn anew, able to wield the darkness inside, wielding the shadow. They say there are various stages of grief. I'd still been grieving, but not over the loss of a loved one, but for myself. I'd thought I lost myself that night. It seemed so far away. First came denial. I was trying to pretend nothing changed. I tried to lie to myself, and hopefully tricked my brain into thinking I was still the same Mayor I'd always been. I refused to accept reality. Then came anger, and I was angry. But instead of expressing that anger in a constructive, wholesome manner, I let it fester. I kept it bottled up as long as I could, until I'd been given a good shake, ready to explode. You okay? I glanced down to my claws, and then at her. Smiling at my reflection, I gave Vinyl a sloppy lick on the cheek. Gross, hey, get off! I lapped at her cut, giggling as she tried to push me off. It was almost morning. Things were alright. I'd reached the final stage, acceptance.